Well, everybody, yeah, it's me. I'm working on my camera, so I'm bringing everybody else in right now. And James, your camera is like my camera, um, not showing, but I think your camera is working because I only see the black screen show on screen. Okay, so is everybody showing on screen? Okay, there we go. All right, James, I got you up at the top. You're on the black spot. Me and you on black spots. So I'm gonna put me at the bottom down here and let Kathy and Tim be up top because their cameras are working right now. Okay. All right. How's that?
All right.
Hey gang. Hey gang. How y'all
Hey.
doing?
All right. How you
Uh,
doing?
all right.
I
I'm still waiting for my camera to kick in. And
Right.
James, your camera is working, but we can't see you. So you know how it shows the black screen. So we need you to turn yours around so we can see you. And I'm still working on mine, trying to get mine to kick in. I don't know what's wrong with these cameras. It's not camera night for me and James. So, I
Now it
don't
helps
know.
if I turn it on.
Hey, James. Yeah,
Hey,
mine
what's
is
up, Johnny?
on.
all
We can
right.
see.
Now
Yeah,
it's
we
all
can see you
right.
now. Yeah, we can see you.
It helps if I
Okay.
turned it on.
Yeah, we can see you now. I'll be working on mine throughout the show, and I'll probably pop up at some time. I'm gonna close it and then reopen and just tinker around with it and try to see if I can get it to work. It's not showing on my end, um, and so I'll leave my avatar up there, and we'll just get it to working. Um, while you guys are talking on the subject, see what I could concentrate more on it. And so let's share the show right quick because I was so busy trying to get my camera to work and that I haven't even shared the show. And let me see, I'm gonna get to y'all get to your page, and I think I'm gonna share it over to y'all's messenger, and that'll be an easy way for y'all to share it because we are live. And that'll be an easy way for y'all to share it because we are live. Let me get my volume down. And that'll be an easy way for y'all to share. And I had everything prepared.
Yeah.
Uh, okay, James had disappeared. Okay, James is back. I had everything prepared, and then it turned out that we were on the wrong side of the studio. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, what the heck is going on? It's always something. But anyhow, um, Tim, what have you been up to? I just saw you last night,
Yeah.
but how was your day?
It's pretty laid back, taking it easy. Nothing major going on, thank God. Went pay a little couple of bills, and that was about it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can understand how that go. I got out too. I went to the grocery store and I had a good day, pretty good day shopping, getting everything, and then I got everything loaded in the car and packed. James keep coming in and out. Okay, James, there you go. And
Yeah.
then yeah, and so then I get all the way home. You guys, get this, and get to go to get out of the car. Hey, Mary, go to get out of the car and realize that I don't have my cane because see, I use I have to use my cane definitely to go down and up my stairs to my back door kitchen.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, I left my cane there. And then at first I was going to get upset. And then I didn't. I said, well, if somebody kept it and they need it, that's fine. But if somebody, but if hopefully maybe somebody turned it in, to the store, customer service.
Right.
And so I got there and they did, they said nobody had turned it in. And so someone told me, said, well, go over and see if it's over there in the cot area. Maybe they just didn't get that particular shopping cart and they just left that shopping cart there. And so I went over there. It wasn't but two carts in the park, in the car parking
Yeah.
plug. Yeah. And so I just happened to look down on the ground, and that's where it was. Somebody had taken it off of the cart and just laid it on the ground. I guess that was their way of figuring that out, that I would probably come back looking for it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
seemed.
Yeah, so it worked out, and so I
Good.
drove my slow self home. So meanwhile, James and Kathy and Tim, I just shared the direct link to the show to you and your messenger, and then y'all can just go down your list and see what green lights are on. People are on in messenger, and send it on over to them, see if they feel like joining us tonight. Okay. Yeah. Did y'all see it?
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah.
I got it.
I got it.
Okay. Great. Kathy, I just saw you last night too. So how did your day go today?
Oh, it went pretty good. Yeah, it went good. Yeah.
Oh,
It feels like a
excellent.
Friday. It should be Friday by now, though.
Oh, that does it. Oh, okay.
It's just like
Well,
I
it
feel like
doesn't.
I've done a lot, but been good though. It's been good.
That's
Yeah.
great. It doesn't feel like Friday to me. It feels like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm like behind. I don't know why I feel so behind, but anyhow, James, I haven't
Yeah.
seen you since last week. So, how have you
I
been
know.
doing, and what's been going on?
A little under the weather today.
Weather?
Sorry to hear that.
You don't feel too good. I'm sorry to hear that too.
No.
Well, you could have taken off tonight if you didn't feel like doing the show. There's no problem. We laid back.
Yeah.
We're
All
not
right.
we're not ABC, NBC, where you are
Yeah.
It's all right.
are forced to come in.
That's why I got this on.
Okay,
I'm cold.
that's
Take
okay.
care of
That's,
yourself. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, well, we're
Yeah.
not gonna hold you that long anyway. But once we get in this conversation, it heats up anyway. And yeah, so you'll warm up, okay? All right.
Mhm.
So let's take a little break, and I'm gonna continue to work with my camera.
Okay.
And when we come back, who wants to go up deck first?
I go up.
Tim goes up deck first. All right, Tim. That sounds like a winner to me. All right, let's see y'all. Yeah. Okay. So we'll be back. Tim is gonna be up on deck next, and we got a round of applause. All right. See y'all in a minute. Go ahead and show the show, y'all.
So, are you going to Amy's wedding?
I don't have the money.
Yeah, you do.
Who are you?
I'm you from the future. And I just got paid.
And I'm Dave. I can get you up to $500 of your future money now.
Up to $500 instantly?
Instantly.
That's amazing. Oh, who's he?
Oh, this is Paolo. We met at the reception. Hi.
Hola. Hello. That's me.
Download Dave and get up to $500 instantly.
Need to get your windshield fixed? SafeLight makes it easy. You can schedule it in just a few clicks, and we'll come to you with a replacement you can trust.
It's great.
That service on your time. Schedule now.
SafeLight Repair, SafeLight Replace.
I am Conor McGregor, multiple weight MMA champion. I'm a fighter and I've been through many battles in the octagon. Many consider my fights in the octagon heroic, but the real life heroes are those men and women who fight to protect us every day. The real life fighters, the real life heroes, are the firefighters and police officers. These first responders are true heroes, because these brave men and women put themselves in the line of danger every single day protecting us all. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation ensures that first responders from fire, EMS and police departments who are killed in the line of duty with young children have a home without the burden of a mortgage. They are my heroes. They need our help today. I'd like to ask you to join me in donating $11 a month to support their efforts. Your $11 a month honours and supports our first responders. Please call now at 1-844-BRAVEST or visit tunneltotowers.org.
Welcome to the Shack 12-Week Shred. My name is Rock Shabazz, and I'm here to take you through the same program that I made for this guy right here.
This program is without a doubt a huge reason why I was able to get fit and stay fit. If you put in the work and stay consistent, just might be able to keep up. It's time for you to get to work.
All right, we are back. I have to tell y'all gotta get the earphones on so y'all can hear that bass on Shaq, man. It is too big. It is just too awesome. Make you want to wiggle and shake even when you got arthritis and can hardly move.
All right. All right.
All right, Tim, you're on deck.
All right. Got a little couple of
right.
percentages and a little something from the rally in Michigan.
Oh,
Trump,
yeah, Donald had a rally.
Yeah. So,
well, first of all, let's let everybody know, all those that don't know, he did not participate in the second debate.
He did not.
All right.
He had
James got knocked out again. I'll put him back. I'll put James back in when he pops back. His system keeps knocking him out. Okay. Go ahead, Tim. Sorry.
All right. Quote, Trump claims he wouldn't pick any GOP rivals as hypothetical VPs. He said in the Michigan rally for the union auto workers, which threatens the economy in the battleground state.
Right.
60% of the Republican primary voters supporting Trump for the GOP nomination, which is up from 53% in the last survey that was done in August. Meanwhile, Biden's approval rating sits at 37%, according to the poll, while 56% of the respondents actively disapprove of his presidency. So, the first thing that jumped out at me was when he said he wouldn't pick any of the GOP rivals. What does that mean? What does that look like?
Well, it probably means that he has somebody else in mind that's not his running mate. And I'm trying to think, who could that be? It'd have to be probably one of the Republican governors, you know. Yeah.
If I can cut in, I heard today Youngkin is going to run.
Glenn Youngkin, is he Republican?
He's the Republican governor of Virginia.
You might be right. Yeah.
They want him to
kick. Right.
They want him to step in.
Okay.
So what that looks like to me, it's very ugly for the other candidates. That means none of you are going to have a job. Not in this arena. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right, Tim.
I mean, it seems like, I guess, it seems like to me to have some common sense. If I know this guy's rating is high, and I'm probably, at 10% or 20%, why spend all those millions knowing I'm not going to be, VP or president? It just doesn't make sense to me, but oh well, who am I?
Did you guys see that?
They think they got a chance.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that? Donald Trump is at 51% now after the debate?
It's 60% now.
60?
Yeah, it was 53% when they did a survey in August.
He said one more debate, he's guaranteed it. That's what he said.
That's what he said? Wow.
They're shaking in their boots. Even the $1 million donors are giving money to other candidates.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's why they want Glenn Youngkin to step in. I don't know what they're flood the market. Maybe, I don't know.
You mean they want Glenn Youngkin to step in for a Republican candidate?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, really?
That's
Is that
good.
now? Now, who are the people that are wanting this?
You got Nikki Haley. She's the governor of South Carolina.
Oh well, she doesn't have much say. Nobody's listened to her that much.
Nope.
Who
You got
else?
Doug Bergen, which is the governor of South Dakota.
Nobody's really listening to him.
No, not much. Well, I know who the candidates are, but I'm talking about who are these people that you say that want Glenn Youngkin to be in there?
The $1 million donors. They want to
Are
flood the
they
market.
Republican? Oh,
Yes.
okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
They want to flood the
what they
market.
call like they call it GPAC, right?
They don't want Donald Trump to get it, so they're going to flood the market. That's their new way of trying.
Yeah, well, Donald doesn't accept any GPAC money, so I see what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, the money is just there. It's something totally different when the people want it. And it's the old saying is you got to give the people what they want. So I don't think that money's going to make a difference.
Well, the billionaire donors.
I saw a headline today that says that Donald Trump was the worst president ever and also the best president ever. How can you be both?
One of them's right. Somebody got one right.
I know, right? Wow.
Yeah, I guess you could be both, really, because if you got to go choose between two worst, you might as well deal with the worst that you know, right?
Yeah.
And if you gotta choose between the two best, you might as well go with the best that you know, right?
Right.
So, in a sense, I can see what this saying meant, But also from the debate came out this from Chris Christie.
Okay.
He looked straight into the camera and he was talking to Donald last night. He says, "You won't even show up at these debates, and it's not because of your poll numbers, and it's not because of your indictments. You won't show up because you are afraid, and we're gonna start calling you Donald Duck." Did y'all hear about that?
I did.
I did not. This is my first time.
James did. He posted it.
Yeah, so I want to know, did anybody see what Donald replied to when
I think I put it on Facebook.
Has he replied yet? Because
I think I put it on Facebook as a reply.
What did he say? What did he say,
I don't remember. I didn't read it all. But Crispy Critter. Crispy Critter can't even run his own state.
Yeah.
Critter. Look, I want to know what Donald replied, so we'll look that up during break. But as far as Chris Christie, when I heard that on the news this morning, I was like to myself, no, Chris Christie, I know you did not go there because you don't want Donald to get on your case. Talk about, first of all, your appearance, look like a slob and all overweight and out of weight. Now, Donald will hit you on that appearance, what you look like. That'd be the first place.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, he's trying the tactic, If I jump out there bold enough, it will put some of the spotlight on me. So that's just a tactic that he's using.
He's trying to use a tactic, but I'll tell you what, he's gonna get some feedback from Donald. But then again, Donald might not even feel like he's worth
He probably don't even care.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think he cares because he's dealt with Christie before, and everybody know about Chris Christie and his bad record, So he probably just might make one comment back, and that's it, because
I used to drive through Jersey. They call it the Garden State. Don't believe it. It's the stink state.
Oh wow!
It stings
it sounds like you said the space sound. My God, he sounds like Alina in Game of Thrones when she was coming from High Garden country, estate castle to uh, Game of Thrones city,
Yeah.
Westeros. And she says, "Oh my God, you can spell the S before you get here."
Oh yeah, you can. It's disgusting.
Oh, really?
If it's going to turn your
Wow.
stomach, don't drive through.
Oh my goodness. Well, I had never been out there, but thanks for the
It's that
warning.
bad. I used to
Thanks for
drive
the
truck through it,
wow. Thanks for the heads up. All
and when
right,
you had the
then.
air conditioner on, you had to turn it off because it stank so bad.
Come through there. I know I hate when you drive through something and it comes through your air in the car too. God, and
You ever
it's go
drive
ahead,
by a
James.
garbage dump?
No, but I drove by somebody. It was Saturday or one day last week. It had to be a weekend day. Yeah, I think it was a Saturday morning, last Saturday morning.
That's
And
what I can compare it
they were
to, but on a larger scale.
somebody was cutting a lawn in front of this gas station. This was a business, little short strip. And then they were burning something on the curb, then the smoke was just shooting out all in the street. I'm like, what in the world are they doing burning and something like that for in the city like this? And then when I pulled past the smoke, it smelled like hickory smoked barbecue. I'm like, I know they're not cooking a barbecue on the curb, are they? Or hopefully they're not burning anybody.
Yeah.
I know.
I couldn't figure it out, but I sure wasn't gonna drive back there to find out either.
I know, right?
Wow. But this has been fast, interesting right here, just the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Kathy, when we come back, we're gonna come up and put you on deck, see what you got for us, okay?
Okay, sure.
All right then. Well, y'all stay tuned. We'll be back.
This is Cassie. She never really paid attention to her credit scores until she got Credit Karma and used her scores to score more, like her first ride. When it was time to upgrade, she shopped around for a lower auto insurance rate to go with it. Even when she decided to blaze a new trail, Credit Karma helped her with an auto loan to get her where she was going. Where is she going? Credit Karma. Download the free money app where your hard work pays off.
Oof, gotta get rid of this.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks.
Have you tried new Downy Rinse and Refresh?
It helps remove odors 3 times better than detergent alone.
It worked, guys.
Yeah.
New Downy Rinse and Refresh.
Introducing IHG One Rewards. 17 hotel brands, 6,000 global destinations. One loyalty program that lets you guest how you guest.
Victor, why are you still living with odors? Get back in there and freshen instantly with new Febreze Air Mist. That's right, Febreze now has a new, finer mist that floats in the air longer and quickly fills the room to fight even your toughest odors. Leftover fried fish funk? Instant freshness. Gaming teen odors? Instant freshness. Spray new Febreze Air Mist to keep your home smelling fresh and clean.
I think Kathy's
All
sleeping.
right, so we are back. No, we just got back. I think we got a little delay still.
Yeah, we do.
It shows us in the studio before the commercial finished playing in the studio. So we're here. Go ahead, Kathy. You're on
She
deck.
was sleeping.
Okay. So we were talking about Trump and who his running mate might be, and so we might as well go over to the other corner. A Newsweek. Let's see. Was it Newsweek? Okay. Basically they said that have they already picked Biden's successor, but they're looking at Gavin Newsom, and they said that he's likely to run in 2028 Biden win the re-election. So that's just all
That's funny.
dependent on that. But it does say in 2024, according to a leading political scientist, Biden and Newsom, who previously had a tense relationship, I guess they're making up. So, but polls put out, Gavin is behind Trump in the polls by, a bit.
He's like 18%.
I just,
or lower, actually. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So Gavin Newsom is what, Democrat?
Yes.
Yeah,
California.
and he's probably going to be running in 2028. So that's why he's probably making peace with Biden now.
He's been at the White House several times.
So he's not on the ticket for 2024, right?
No. I call him Gavin Gruesome.
Well, I'm more interested in the 2024, so we can forget about him for 4 more years. What I want to know is what's going on with RFK.
I don't know.
He's the most. Yeah, he is. I don't know if I think he's definitely Democrat, and I think that he's running a Democrat ticket. But is there anybody else that's running against Biden? Does anybody know?
I have the slightest.
Y'all know we have to. Y'all know we have to cover both sides now.
I know.
I know all the Republicans.
We got to research on that, I guess.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I guess RFK is probably the only contendable candidate against Biden,
but not really. You know why? Because I just remembered. I remembered that I think it was on X or Twitter that they said that there's a possibility that he might run independent.
I was thinking about that.
John Kennedy.
That's why I was asking.
Yeah, so it did.
Yeah, I don't think he's running Democrat. Yeah. So he would be like the third party. Now, we've got the third party candidates that are running. You got the Cornel West for the third party. The no name is called the No Name Party, which is so dumb. They should have given it a name to me if they go.
What was funny is when they had Joe Exotic in there.
Joe who?
You know who Joe Exotic is?
No.
He got convicted and went to jail for killing animals and selling their fur and skin illegally. He was raising animals just to kill them. So he figures if he gets in the race and wins, he can, give himself an out.
Oh my goodness! Well,
but he ain't,
third party,
ain't
no name. Maybe Gavin Newsom is in the third party, no name. Maybe
he might be.
Is he in there? Well, I know. It's one other person that was kind of top candidate. We kind of mentioned this. We talked about this a little bit before, about several weeks ago, but it's just not fresh on my mind. Hi, Ernestine. Thanks for watching. I see you're not in the comment column, but you are watching. And the politics is just really getting kind of stalemate right now. I don't think it's really pick up and get exciting until after May, when Trump has his trial supposed to be May the 11th or 12th, I think.
We still got one more debate to get through.
Yeah, and I think that after that, I think things will really get exciting.
Because the thing about it is, a lot of these people are going to fall off as time go on.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that because Asa Hutchinson did not qualify for the debate last night. He was a former Republican governor of Arkansas. And
his values stink anyways.
Yeah, he didn't even have 1% of
Right.
in the polls. You know, he was like at 0.8 or something. So, and then the others are still like at 1.2, 3. You know, 4.
Yeah.
The only really contender that seems to be might be they say now he's in second place, and that is Ramasamy, Victor Ramasamy. So
Right. But you know what? Here's what I'm thinking, and I could be wrong. This is going to be a presidential race where you have to have endless money. It's going to be one of the biggest, most expensive races because so much is riding on it. And that's going to cause a lot of the candidates to fall off. They're just going to run out of money. Because
they always do anyway.
Right.
You know,
right. And you have to
Donald Trump ain't. He's got tons.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's
Donald got, but Donald, see, the smart thing about Donald is that a lot of people did not know this, but you know, I get emails and updates, newsletters from Donald all the time because I covered his event when he came to Millington. I covered his rally, so I was automatically put on all of his mailing lists and things like that. And what a lot of people don't know is that the whole 4-year period that Donald was president, he never did stop fundraising. So he did not accept the salary as president, which is a plus, you know, but he never did stop fundraising because he always intended to run again. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So but I mean, I'm saying that just to say this. He already had a bundle of money from the 4 years that he was in there.
Right.
And his campaign funds.
Emily, don't forget, he said straight out when you said he didn't want the money, he said, I am already rich. I don't need the money. Give it back to the people.
That's what I know. And that's why people remember that. People remember that. He's the only president that we ever had that did not accept the salary. You know? That means something to the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go Tim. You had something.
I was just agreeing with what you all was stating because he has, to me, he has such a strong backing that even if he didn't have the money, the people would help raise the money. You know what I mean? Did you see if we think back when he turned himself in, right? People already had started raising money for him. I don't know how many millions they raised, but it was a couple of millions.
It was seven. He raised 7 million overnight. But see, my point is
it was a lot of T-shirts. Yeah, he was selling T-shirts.
Yeah,
that's how he does it.
And the hats too. But my point is this: my most valid point is this, y'all. Stick this in your mind. Bury this in your mind, in your long-term memory. People never did stop giving to him. That's what I'm trying to tell you now.
Right.
He never did stop fundraising.
Gotcha.
Because he always intended to run again.
Yeah.
So, when he got in there on January 20th, 1920, what was it? 19, what year are we in?
2016.
When he got in there on January 20, 2016, he did not stop fundraising on January 21st. He continued to fundraise because his intention was always to run for a second term.
Right.
So he has that endless money, you know, whereas Ramasamy, even though he is maybe be the closest contender and maybe in second place, by the time the primaries roll around, he will have to depend on money from people fundraising.
Right.
He will have
Did you hear what he said, Emily?
No. What? Oh, Ramasamy, what did he say?
When they asked him at the debate, if Trump wins the debate to be the GOP winner, would you consider being his VP? And he said flat out, yes, I would.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Who's that? Yeah. Who's that again?
Ramasamy.
I didn't hear who it was.
Vivek.
Ramasamy. Kathy. Yep. And he also said that he was supporting, so if Trump says that he's not going to select anyone as a vice president from that group, then that would mean that Ramaswamy would just have to be voting for him, and that's it, Yeah. But I always say, y'all know my person. I guess Donald is listening to me, because I was his hidden secret advisor for about 4 years. The reason why I say that I was hidden his secret is because he watched my shows, and the very thing I would say on my politics show, the next day on his next appearance, Donald would be repeating almost exactly everything I would tell him to do. So anyhow, it's like what I said, and the reason I said that is because if y'all recall, about 3 weeks ago, I said that I really didn't see Ramaswamy as being a good president or vice president, because remember I said, y'all, he talks too fast. Remember I said that? Mm-hmm. And I said he talks like a car salesman. Mm-hmm. So I think that Donald was listening to me, because Ramaswamy was the only one that said that he thought that Donald Trump was the best president ever the United States ever had. And and then Donald did his interview with the girl, I can't think of her name, from it's just MSNBC, and he told her, no, this was on the Hannity voicemail. He was talking on the phone to Hannity that same night, the same night after the debates, and he said, who was this guy? He was saying it. I can't believe that he was even running against me. He said all these nice things about me. And he said he didn't know nothing about it, And that was before I had said that Ramaswamy would not make a good president or vice president. But now, let me check this out, y'all. He was on Fox News Sunday, week before last. And guess what? He has slowed his speech down. So I guess the word got to him.
Really?
You tried to. But I was
not as crazy.
The only one that said that Chris Christie also called him out on stage and said that he rambles like a car salesman too. And but I have direct experience as a car salesman, whereas Chris Christie probably doesn't. And that's how I made my decision, and why I use the example of a car salesman. Nothing to do with Chris Christie's comment about him being a car salesman. But so I guess Donald did listen to me.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Yeah, I was just thinking, Ramaswamy, I butcher his name every time.
You got it. That's what it said.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy, don't get me wrong. But it's not his time yet. Due to what we have riding on this election, he's not seasoned enough. Will he probably win somewhere way on down the line? Who knows? But just not right now. I don't think he's ready for that. He's got big dreams and things of that nature, and there's nothing wrong with having that. But the reality of the situation is our country depends on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Tim, we have to go back to that point that you always make. We don't have time for on-the-job training.
We don't.
We just we got to have somebody that knows how to handle Vladimir Putin.
Right.
We got to have somebody that knows how to handle President Xi of China. And we got to have somebody that knows how to handle Kim Jong-un, because he just
and bladder nightmare too.
Yeah, and Kim Jong-un just broke loose over in North Korea. He just sent some missiles up there.
Oh Lord!
Yesterday or day before, crossing the border of South Korea. So he done broke loose now.
Yeah.
And Trump had all of them pinned down like behind a cage, you know. And
Right.
Whatever it took to keep them quiet and lock them down, put them on lockdown, he did it. Right?
Right. Right. So check this out. Just imagine how much stuff has got to be cleaned up behind President Biden.
I know, right? Dog. I was
Right.
thinking about that the other day. I was
So,
like, dog,
so
everything that we had in place that was working,
right.
Biden administration has come and taken all of that away.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. They came and taken it away. And can you imagine having a guy that's not seasoned trying to learn on the job training with all of that mess to clean up?
No,
we gotta have a Top Gun guy. Sorry.
And people really see that. I mean, you know, they might not like Trump, but they really know that in their common sense in their head, and they would probably deny it if you challenge them on it. But they know in their common sense in their head, you got to have somebody in there that already knows what they're doing.
Yeah,
and
the guy gets blank done. You know what I mean?
Kathy.
Well, I just wanted to say, I wished I had written down the article, but they said that Biden is now trying to do things in a way that if a Republican does come in, that it's going to be really difficult for them to be able to strategize to change things in a Republican type of way. So they're working on it already about making things more difficult and technical.
Oh yeah,
legally.
most definitely. Every day they're doing it.
Well, they need to because the ratings are low.
Well, let me tell you how that works. It doesn't matter because right now the Republicans run the Senate, run the House, and if the Republicans can win back the Senate in 2024, the Senate can throw all of that stuff in file 13.
Yeah, right.
Right now, that the only reason why they are doing that is because the Democrats run the Senate right now, but see when the Republicans win the Senate back in 2024, they can throw all of that stuff. They can throw 86 anything that was passed by the former Senate that they want to.
Gotcha.
So therefore, all of that little pilly-dilly, million that they doing, they're just wasting their time when they should be trying to solve. When they should be trying to solve the problems and issues that we got going on among the people, you know. And so, but since they want to dilly-dally and meddle around and stuff, what goes around comes around. You just don't do ugly and think you're going to get away with that.
Right.
Because that's ugly if you're trying to make it hard for the incoming person. Now, Trump did not even do that. Trump did not do that. You know, didn't do that. He didn't do anything like that, trying to pass stuff to make it hard for the incoming person.
Yeah, and you know what the thing about that with Trump, right? I understand why the other politicians and whatnot are scared. You know, one of the first things that Trump did was he cleaned house. They
go clean it again.
Yeah, but here's the thing: he didn't discriminate. If you didn't get the job done, he fired you. Those guys and people were so scared because they didn't know if they were going to have a job or not.
And a lot of them didn't. A lot of them lost their jobs, and they probably deserved to lose their jobs. You know,
exactly.
And so now, you know, if he wins, then he'd have to come in and do all of that again first. And he already says he already has his agenda plan of what he's gonna do on day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And he said within a week he'll have things straightened out. Back up and running, right? So
and of course you gotta criticize them for that.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if anybody could actually perform like that within a 7-day period, like God like 7 days he created the world, Trump can do that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, seriously, I mean, if you want to look, who could possibly get things back on track in 7 days? Nobody could but Trump. Because why? He already knows how the system works. He already knows where the turns and curves are. He knows where the swerves are. He knows where the holes are. He knows how to plug it. He knows how to make holes if he needs to.
Yeah.
All of that kind of stuff, you know. And so therefore, I mean, Ramaswamy will be able to come in there and do that. He's not gonna even know what to do on day 2.
Exactly.
They're gonna be doing them and giving press speeches,
Yeah,
press releases. That's all he's gonna be doing.
yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
because you got to learn all the bylaws, rules, and regulations. You got to study all that stuff.
Right.
You know.
Oh, so in all actuality, the chief of staff would be running things.
In all actuality, if a Democrat did win, come back. But like they're running it now, because Biden is not running anything.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's running the people crazy.
That I would think so, yeah. So let's take a break.
Okay.
And we'll come back, and this will be a long break because I gotta go to the ladies' room and powder my nose. Okay. Even though y'all can't see me.
Okay.
Y'all, Kathy and I know what the powder nose means though, for real. So listen, that'll give y'all a chance to go and powder y'all noses too, okay? All right. Stay with us, guys. We'll be back.
What is a VPN and how does it work? All about it in this video. VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. It's a tool that encrypts your internet traffic and hides your IP address and virtual location. What's a VPN used for? A virtual private network significantly boosts your online privacy and security. Thanks to its encryption, third parties cannot spy on your online activity. Even your internet service provider cannot see what you do online. A VPN also allows you to overcome internet censorship. All your traffic is routed through a remote server, so you can access websites restricted in your country. Here are 5 cases when you definitely need a VPN. 1. You want to secure your online data. You need an extra layer of protection when you're online. Not all websites use HTTPS, a secure communication protocol where S stands for secure. If you're visiting a website without a HTTPS, the data you send or receive can be stolen by cybercriminals or other third parties. Unsecure apps also leak your data, but how do you know if the app you're using is secure? You don't. Apps are like black boxes, and it's anyone's guess if they follow the best cybersecurity practices. Since a VPN encrypts all your internet traffic, you don't need to worry about unsecure websites or apps. That extra layer of encryption makes sure your online data is safe. 2. You want to access blocked websites. If you want to use YouTube in China, VPN is the answer. It changes your IP address and redirects your internet traffic through a remote server, letting you browse under the cover of its IP and access blocked websites. Similarly, VPN lets you stay at home, at least virtually, even when you're traveling. You won't miss your favorite content when you're abroad. 3. You often use unsecure connections. Public Wi-Fi is inherently unsecure. If you spend a lot of time on public hotspots, in hotels, airports, or coffee shops, a VPN protection is a must. Without it, a cybercriminal can use many methods to spy on your internet traffic, steal your data, or inject malware into your device. When on public Wi-Fi, VPN must always be on. 4. You want to avoid unlawful government surveillance. Governments usually have direct or indirect access to internet service providers operating in their jurisdiction. It varies from country to country, but your government may use this access to actively track your online activity. Thanks to all kinds of intergovernmental agreements, they may also share this information with other countries. A VPN hides your online activity from all third parties, including your internet service provider and government. 5. You use file sharing services. Peer-to-peer services have many legal and valid uses. Distributing open source software or public domain videos, sharing large amounts of internal information in an organization, or even pushing service updates. And yet, internet service providers try to discourage their users from peer-to-peer services by setting bandwidth limits. Use a VPN. With it, your ISP can't see your traffic and limit your peer-to-peer sharing. Who can use VPN services? Short answer, everyone. A freelancer trying not to spill her latte on her laptop. A gamer avoiding bandwidth throttling. A traveler enjoying his favorite content on the move. A VPN is like a Swiss Army knife. You can use it depending on your needs. Whether you're a student overcoming unreasonable Wi-Fi restrictions at your school, or a business owner securing sensitive work data. P.S. When working remotely, always use a VPN. Business data is too sensitive to be sent and received without an extra layer of security. Or maybe you're a journalist working under an autocratic regime. Without VPN protection, your freedom or even life could be in jeopardy. The idea behind a VPN is truly simple. Everyone deserves a secure and unrestricted internet. By encrypting your traffic and hiding your IP, a VPN makes it a reality. What is an IP address? IP, or Internet Protocol Address, is a string of numbers that identifies your device when you connect to the internet. Without it, devices and servers couldn't exchange information. All your devices have a local IP address. When they connect to the internet, your router assigns them a public IP. Every website you visit can see this public IP and your physical location. What's more, online spies can look up online activity associated with a particular IP address. Your IP, location, and online activity are all important data points for someone who's spying on you and trying to make a detailed profile. When you use a VPN, you first connect to a remote VPN server, making it seem like you're browsing from another place with a different IP address. Your online activity cannot be traced back to you through your IP. How does a VPN work? When you connect to a VPN, it creates an encrypted tunnel that secures data traveling between you and the VPN server. To secure each data packet, a VPN wraps it in an outer packet, which is then encrypted through encapsulation. Your data stays safe during transfer. When it arrives at the server, the outer packet is decrypted. A VPN protocol is the key to VPN technology. It's a set of encryption standards used to create a secure connection between two devices. VPN providers commonly support a couple of such protocols. OpenVPN, the most popular of them, is used by the majority of VPN providers in the world. It's highly configurable and offers a nice balance between speed and security, as you can use it on both TCP and UDP ports. Internet Key Exchange version 2 is a tunneling protocol, usually paired with IPsec for encryption. It adapts well to network changes, making it an excellent choice for phone users who often switch between Wi-Fi and mobile connection. NordVPN has also implemented a next-generation VPN tunneling solution. That's NordLynx, built around WireGuard, the fastest tunneling protocol out there. WireGuard is insanely fast and lean. It's made just of 4,000 lines of code. Less code means less space for errors. It's easy to deploy, audit, and debug. NordLynx provides higher speed and security, and works like a charm. How to set up NordVPN? It's easier than you think. Once you download NordVPN and get the subscription, just open the app, be it on PC, Mac, or smartphone. Log in. Use the same credentials you used to sign up. Click to connect. You can choose the Quick Connect button, which automatically selects the most suitable server, or pick a location from the map. NordVPN adheres to a strict no-logs policy. Your online activity is your business. NordVPN. Online security starts with a click.
Smushy butt, mushy cushy tushy butt, skinny butt, spinny with your mini butt, roly butt, eat your mustacholi butt, bony butt, riding on a pony butt, eggy butt, drop it on dad's heady butt, naked butt, stop. Put a Huggies on that butt, cause only Huggies is the #1 fitting diaper with a curved and stretchy fit. So no matter what kind of butt you got, we got you, baby.
Well, we sure don't want the squishy bus, do we?
Nah.
Or the dropping on dad.
Really...
You don't want the one that's dropping on dad's head either.
Yeah, that's what I said, the squishy one. We don't want that one.
Yeah.
I mean, he just there laying there just as patient. I guess he made the mama call. Have you been there before?
Yeah.
Well, I know I haven't. No, we didn't have a squishy bus. I bought Pampers for you. Like, I started buying them for you like in my 5th month. And you had a closet stacked for Pampers from bottom to top. And even had Pampers left over after you got potty trained. And I passed them on to the next person in the neighborhood that was having a baby.
Good day.
Now that's the way. That's the way you're paying for to have a dry baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous how the prices have gone up because there was a store called Central City in Memphis at the time when I was carrying you, and the Pampers you could go there and get them for 96 cents. The whole 24 pack overnights and everything. All different sizes, all different kinds. It's 96 cents, man.
Yeah, that's
And
back
now
in about 1973.
now those 1970, and
Oh,
so like now they cost what, like $11 or $12?
more than that, I believe.
That's pitiful, you
Yeah.
know. And yeah, you know, through the years, people can't live the way things cost, and you know, the materials really haven't changed that much that these companies have to charge us that much money. The same materials that they used in 1970 to make those plastic bags that the diapers go in, and the same materials that they use to make those Pampers that work for you in 1970 are the same thing. It's the same product, and there's no way that the materials have gone up that much. You know, that the companies rip us off. You know, we have a viewer. I won't call his name, but he always goes against capitalism because he said that's where the companies rip us off with charging us too much money for products.
Right.
You know. Now I'm
Emily, can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Can I ask you a question? Did you know that Barack Obama is now in the film business?
No, I didn't.
Did you know he is?
What
Okay,
is he
because I
doing?
wanted to share something real quick.
Okay.
That he actually Barack Obama sent a script notes for Netflix, a new disaster film with Julia Roberts, and it scared the F out of its director when he told him you're off by a few details. And so the film is called Leave the World Behind. I'm not sure when it's going to get released, but it was from the 2020 novel of the same name by Ruman Alam, and it marks the first fictional movie from Barack and Michelle Obama's Higher Ground Productions.
Yeah.
So they have that a couple now. And and also he on his summer reading list, and then he sent notes to the writer-director, Sam Esmail, known as the creator of Mr. Robot and Homecoming. So that's who he's working with, all those people right now.
Oh, yeah, we saw Mr. Robot, Tim and I.
Yeah.
Can you remember Mr. Robot?
Did you?
Yeah, I remember Mr. Robot. But you know what? It doesn't surprise me as much, and I'll tell you why. You know, Ronald Reagan's were in the films and Western. Yeah, so Ronald was big in that. You know what I mean?
Well, he was a movie star before he became president.
Absolutely.
Just like Trump, you know? But I got a tidbit. I was going to do locals politics tonight, but we don't have time.
Okay.
But this will be. I'm going to share this again tomorrow.
Okay.
This doesn't have anything to do with politics, but Michael. Oh God. What's his last name? Michael Gavin. Michael Gavin passed away yesterday.
Oh,
at
yeah, I saw that.
86. And for those of you who don't know who Michael Gavin is, he played Dumbledore in all of the
Harry
Potter movies. Dumbledore, Professor Dumbledore.
I never watched any
The
of them.
Lord of the Rings?
No. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Oh, Harry Potter. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one with the whiskers. He looked like a wizard. Dumbledore.
That's too bad.
Yeah,
My
I
mom
watched.
was-
Go ahead,
My
James.
mom was into it. I never watched them.
Oh yeah, I watched all of the episodes.
Yeah, I think
Harry
that was
Potter. They still show them. They're still showing them. Yeah, I watch them all the time. When I want to watch some Harry Potter, I'll just say Harry Potter into my voice, Google Voice, and it'll show me where it's playing, and I can watch all the seasons. There's several seasons of it.
Yeah.
Now, I have not watched I just recently watched the one that was shown in the theater last year.
I haven't
And
seen that.
yeah, it's pretty good too. We should check that one out
Okay.
too. But yeah,
Speaking
I
of
watch.
movies,
Yeah, James.
did you guys ever see Escape from New York?
No, I haven't seen
believe
that.
I did. That's kind of older picture, isn't it?
That's really old. It's got Kurt Russell in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
You gotta rewatch it. It's got a picture of the Twin Towers in it before they fell, and you
Yeah.
got to hear what Kurt Russell, Snake Plissken, says about President. I'm not going to repeat it.
Okay.
I'm going to leave you with a cliffhanger. It's funny what he says.
Oh, okay. Well, that I've seen a lot of movies with the Twin Towers showing in New York before they fell, and it's good that those movies are there so that we can still see the towers the way that they were.
Yeah.
And my camera never did decide that it wanted to come on. So hopefully it will be working tomorrow. We're going to have a special guest for the show tomorrow, unexpectedly, Kathy. Can you expound on our guest for us? For tomorrow
Yeah,
night?
Stephen Stix. Yes, Stephen Stix, Stix, Josie, Josey. And he's a cousin of James Ziegler. So James is the one who introduced me to him. And he has an opportunity to possibly make me a producer on a TV series on Angels Among Me. So I'm working to see if I can get some interested parties on the TV series because it had been made into a film in 2013, and he won Best Director for it in Philadelphia in 2013. So yeah,
good deal.
That's
great.
That'll be awesome. Yeah, well, we can't wait to see him and meet him tomorrow night. Thank you, James. Thank you so much. So, James, are you going to join us tomorrow night as
Absolutely. Well? He's my cousin.
All right, then. All right, great. So we'll be sending you the link over too. So, closing remarks. Kathy, we'll start with you for tonight's show.
Okay, well, just stay tuned because things are changing every day. So, it's a good thing to keep involved in politics because it's really what rules our world around us and everything we do, everything we eat, our jobs, our health, everything. So please try to get involved and let's vote. Definitely vote. Yeah.
I already voted locally. We're going to have, we're voting for mayor in Memphis, Tennessee. Sybil and I did early voting last week, but the early voting ends tomorrow, Saturday, and then the official voting day is October the 5th, which is next week. So
Monday,
yeah,
because Super Tuesday is the day of the vote.
Yeah, you're talking about 2024, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course. But yeah, I've already done my voting, and I never missed a vote if at all possible. So I've got a record set. I earned my right to vote when I was 21. You had to be 21 back in my time. Now they're 18. They get to right. They don't realize what a privilege they have to get.
I was a late bloomer. I didn't vote first until 55 years old.
Oh no, James! Oh come on now, you're supposed to have been a born patriot. I was a born patriot. I couldn't wait to vote, man. That's what really gave me my validation to the rites of passage that I was a grown lady. I couldn't wait to vote.
I didn't start getting into politics until they started messing with Trump.
Bless your heart. Well, still, you're in now. All right, Tim, closing remarks for tonight.
I think I just piggyback a little bit off of what Kathy said. If you haven't been involved with politics definitely get involved with it because we're fighting for our lives as well as our livelihood. And it's only one way to make it count, and that's to vote.
And our
That's
jobs.
right. That's right. All right. So I'll close with Mike. Oh, James, let me let you come before me. Your closing comments.
This is a kind of a funny one. You
Okay.
watched. This is for you, Emily. You watched the
Okay.
debates. So did Tim. So you guys can
No, I
elaborate.
didn't watch it. I didn't watch it last night. I promise you, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't want to watch it last night.
I did.
But I did. I saw the headlines. So go ahead, though. I might catch it.
All right, Tim. Is it just me, or did Doug Burton look like Count Dracula?
You know what? I don't know, James. I didn't watch the second one either.
Look at the pictures when you see it, and look at Doug Burton and see if he looks like Count Dracula.
Well, honestly, you did kind of peg that because I saw your post. It did look like that.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna check it out.
I agree.
Yeah, I remember. Well, I remember how he looks. Yeah, and it's Doug Burgham, Burham.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember how he looks. So instead of Count Dracula, he looks like this guy. He looks like this guy that used to host our series here years ago, like what, 40, 50 years ago, called Savad, Sibad, and he would pose himself as a vampire, but he was an MC.
Really?
Yeah, he was an MC, and that was our scary movie night on Saturday nights at 6:00. But he would kind of host it a little bit, you know. He would come on introduction like we do on our show, the introduction, and then the movie would show after him, and then an intermission, he'd come in with some kind of funny joke or something, you know. But his name was Savad, and his introduction every time the show would start was a good evening. This is Savad, your master of ceremony.
Yeah, I remember that guy. Yeah.
Savad.
I sure do.
How about Igor?
Yeah, Igor.
You remember Igor?
Do you remember
He had a bump that kept
I don't remember Igor. That must have been after you kind of got a little bit
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah, I remember.
Young Frankenstein.
I remember the Monsters. The granddad was a vampire, dressed as a vampire.
Oh, all right then. Well, okie dokie. So I'm going to say my closing, and that is this. Free thought is a philosophy. It is not a policy. So don't ever let anybody put a policy on your mind, tell you what you can think and what you cannot think, because it belongs to you. It's free. You have free thought given to you by a higher power above. So free thought is a philosophy, never a policy. All right, yo.
All right.
That's our time.
Good night.
And everybody say good night.
Good night.
Good night, family.
Good night, everybody.